I would say what you should not do is if somebody's telling you what's something they're stressed about and you can tell it's something that they're really stressed about, just listen and validate. Say, I'm so sorry that you're feeling that way. Or like, that's tough, and like give them a hug. Never tell them not to feel something that they're feeling, because people who are anxious are already so self-deprecating in the first place that that's like the worst thing that you could say. And so that would be my number one advice that I'd give to a family member. The second is that it's not obvious a lot of times when people struggle with anxiety on the outside. But inside it feels like they're like falling apart and things are they're exploding from the inside out. And so especially if you see like maybe a trigger or something, just make sure that you pay attention and are just there for them. Because a lot of times it's hard to express what you're feeling inside when you're having a hard time just functioning as it is. And then something else you can do, I just thought, I've had a few friends do this for me, which I really appreciated, is they sat me down and said, okay, I know that you struggle with this. I know that I don't understand. What is it that I can do to help you? Like, what in those moments can I do to help you? Because it's different for every person. Because some people may need to be talked to, may need to be talked off a ledge kind of thing when they're feeling it. Some people just need to be held. Some people need to be told that things are going to be okay. It just depends on the person, but if you're willing to listen to what they say, understand their triggers, understand what happens to them when they're feeling it, it can help you to know what's going on when it's going on and how to help. Probably 3 or 4 months ago, I was really struggling, and I just was having a hard time having motivation to do much. And I remember one night, I was getting so panicked and so worked up about my job, and about things in my life that I was really having a hard time with. And it all came to a head one night, and I was sitting outside in the park with my best friend. And I was telling her about things that I was struggling with, and she struggles with anxiety too. And so she listened to me, and I was telling her, and I started to get the shortness of breath. And things felt like they were falling apart, everything felt worse than it actually was. And she just held me while I cried. And while I was struggling, she didn't try and stop it. She didn't try and tell me what I was feeling was bad or wrong or that I should just get over it, but she just held me while I cried. And as she held me, it lasted for a while. That one was probably 20 to 30 minutes. But afterward, I was able to I felt really grateful that Heavenly Father had given me a friend like that to be able to help me. And she was able to help me get through it. Because again, like I was saying before, it takes a couple of days to really feel like I recover from a panic attack, especially when that's that severe for me. And so that was a comfort to me to have a friend who understood. And I know that that's helpful for anybody who struggles with any mental illness, is to find somebody who can support you and who understands what you're going through, because that will keep you going, if nothing else.